Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where we're going to design our very first battlecruiser. So, what is the top speed of this thing? 26. Okay, so they're not exactly going to be fast, but they can be big if we want them to be 25,000 tons each. Ooh, that's quite good. This is going to be the Overlord. Right. Towers. None of them are great, but these two are significantly better. Might as well go for the top end one. Top end stuff. Why not? Let's go for this funnel. Probably be enough. Once we give it a turbine. Induce semi-turbine. Yeah, there we go. Now, guns. We could stick with the 12s, which are what the Contemptors are using. Or we could try and up... Ooh, we could really try and upgun. But on 25,000 tons, I think going for 15-inch guns. Possibly silly. It's just very, very tempting. There's no... On 25... I need another 10,000 tons to make 15-inch guns work, I think. I think we stick with the 12s. Tried and tested and true technology that the Imperium has used successfully for many years. Going to have the same arrangement as the battleship. I mean, if we can just make a faster battleship, that would be pretty handy. Casemate 6s. So just like the battleship. We're the Imperial Navy. Of course, we're going to add torpedo launchers if we can. Alright. Definitely want an AUX engine. Diesel. Very nice. We now have Krupp 1. This feels more dreadnoughty than the Dreadnought did. Standard ratio of base fuse, cap ballistic, TNT 1, Corday 1 shells. Let's go Electro Hydro because it is supposed to be a fast ship. Let's see, rangefinder, advanced radio. That's all looking very nice indeed. Gun lengths there. This has got 45s. I think the Contemptor had 40s. Also, our armor quality has gone up to 105%, which is very nice. Right. Yeah, 14-inch belt will be pretty solid. And I think, let's go for like a 3-inch main deck with 1.5 on the extended. That will, again, keep us pretty safe from most things. We're going to want at least 3-inch for the HE, but I prefer 4 to protect against up to a 6-inch AP shell. I think is pretty good. Let's go 16 on the tower. Yeah, that's going to be too much, isn't it? Too much if I try and put all that on. 9% overweight. Fuel, bulkheads, mid-belt. Yeah, we might have to reduce this. Let's go 12, 14. Oh, we also need some casemate armor. 6%. It's still mid-belt. don't really want to reduce armour much more. Turret, big turret side armour. Advanced tower. Yeah, tower is very heavy. But I've just been noticing that of late. The towers get really heavy. Would reducing beam help? No, that makes the problem worse. What to cut? What about going 3 on the extendeds? Yeah, that helps a bit. Three on the inner belt. Just splinter-proof it. Maybe we do have to go 40s on the main guns. Yeah, let's try that. Nope. Damn it. Yeah, let's try 40s. Let's try a different barbette. Cheaper barbette. Come on. Oh, you're not centered, that's why. The only downside of the free barbettes is they can be a little bit trickier to place. Right, and then 1, 2, 101%. I think we can get that 1% by adjusting. Position of the turrets. See, we're getting there. There we go. So by doing that, we just about get the ship in underweight. And against stone guns, it's pretty well protected. It's just, I know that longer, bigger, heavier guns do exist. Still, it should be pretty nice. We can maybe upgun it later, although, again, at this sort of weight class, I think a 12-inch gun is just fine. And this type of ship can absolutely be useful late into the campaign if you make them faster. And they can act as cruiser killers, even if you don't uprate the guns. But there we go. The Overlord Battlecruiser. Ready to go. Right, now I'm just going to have to see how many of these I can actually afford. Answer to that question is exactly 3. Ready in 19 months. Overlord, Duty Internal, and Invicta Urake, or Urake. Yes, that's going to be very exciting. Right, well, I guess we have to branch out now and proceed with the plan to go attack stuff over here. We might be able to spread the invasion out quite a lot, actually, because we can launch invasions every turn. So we might be able to hit all 3 of these at once, if I can find the battleships. Here they are, all 11 of them. So set sail for Victoria. The rest of the ships I want mostly back in port, I think. just in case the French or someone gets ideas. Actually, La Spezia needs to regenerate, so go into there. Okay. Should hopefully fix my budget problem. But we're not losing transports right now, so I can lower this. Let's lower it to like there, just so that we're still positive on the old cash flow, because I've got several events that have wiped out my reserves. And yeah, let's take the fight to the British. Welcome back. It's a few months later. I've been trying to... Oh, except that ship did not go into the port like it was supposed to. I've been trying to raid using the Enforcer and this other light cruiser into the North Atlantic to try and damage some British convoys, but yeah, the main thing we've been doing is we've already taken the Seychelles. We should also be able to grab Mauritius, the Maldives, and the stuff in the Persian Gulf that the British have, so Bahrain and the Trucial States. We could go for Pakistan, but you need 100,000 tons, which is a little bit spicy. So I think instead we'll then try and go for South Africa. And then maybe we could come back and try and grab Ceylon, Andaman Islands, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just trying to do as many naval invasions as I possibly can. And try and get our VP up. Because there's no sign of the Royal Navy trying to stop us doing any of this. Okay, we have taken South Africa. That's a pretty big pickup for us. I'm now going to move the ships over to Ceylon, because I think we can take that pretty easily. We might be able to take the Andaman Island. It took a while, because this was a 6-month invasion and I needed all the ships to do it. But we've cleared up this. Yeah, if we take this and this, taking Australia would be funny. I kind of want to do it for the memes. I also want to continue the war until the British actually fight me with something. All this time, there has not been a single battle generated. Oh, I need to fix that. Which is a little bit disappointing, to be honest. Research, we're doing quite well. We've got some more Dreadnought hulls, but I'm not ready to build anything on them yet. We're getting the Battlecruiser 2 soon, which is fantastic. But again, my ability to unlock hulls outstrips my ability to build ships, so the next thing that we actually need are destroyers. So 2 months we are technically able to build them, and yeah, we're gonna want a bunch of them. Yes, but this massive expansion. How's our economy looking, actually? We're at the top of the list because reasons. Anyway, 103, much better than the British, who are in free fall, lower than China, which is not great. US is starting to grow. China's sleeping on a massive economy. We actually have a very big economy already. China. They've just been sitting here and ecoing. Hard ecoing. Don't blame them. Right, more invasion, more stuff, please. Okay, welcome back. The Battlecruisers are done. We have completed the conquest of Ceylon and the Andaman Islands. We're currently invading Western Australia, which is going to fall very quickly. I think we'll be able to take all of Australia and probably New Zealand as well. And then maybe move on to the British Pacific Islands. I love going for islands because there's not much the AI can do to get them back. It's not very good at launching naval invasions, but mostly I'm just doing it for the hilarity. Also, certainly in this version of the game and this version of the mod, these count as home provinces, so you can't blockade the UK while it holds Australia, but if you take Australia away from it, then, yeah, they can't do that anymore. Although, yeah, aside from... Yeah, Northern Ireland, Scotland might break off at some point as well, which would be hilarious. Oh, dearie me. Also, we are pushing on the territory that the British captured and got those victory points for. The place I can't pronounce very well, Buchanaland. So, yeah, that should basically solve the problem for us. Once that's taken, I'll look into peace deals, because we will have recaptured most of what we want, and I think we need to... Well, our economy is growing, but we need to focus on building for a bit. The thing we really do need, though, are destroyers, because we are severely lacking in DDs. So we kind of need to get on that. And now that we can actually build proper destroyers, it's time to go for it. So this is going to be the Cobra. A little... I should go for like 1,000. Well, it's 1,300, but if we reduce the beam, we can... Yeah, let's go for the 1,300. With a reduced beams, because we're going to want to go at a reasonable speed. 34 knots sounds okay to me. Let's go standard bulkheads. Wow, the base accuracy on all these is pretty garbage. Let's go with the advanced tower 2, though. A funnel. And a rear tower. Something like that, because I think with a turbine, semi-oil, and an induced boiler, yeah, force isn't what we need, but that gives us quite a lot of stuff. People have suggested I go with an unbalanced rudder for a destroyer. I will try it, I just don't like the fact it adds to your weight. If you go balanced, it's a little bit lighter than an unbalanced, but not by much. So, on a destroyer. So yeah, let's go with an unbalanced rudder, because I don't normally do that. And people have suggested it. Right, guns. We could go with the 5-inch Mark III. It is the biggest, baddest gun we can put on this thing. We seem to be doing okay for displacement. Can't see past the turret, but that's fine. Right. And then... Yeah, they're very standard build for me for an early destroyer. But it's nice that we can... I mean, this is definitely going to feel like a destroyer. Why are you not going on the... Oh, there you go. And torpedo tube. Sadly, I don't have triple torps yet. So I'm going to push this back so we can fit 2. That's pretty nice. That's basically the Viper that we already have, but with an awful lot more firepower, if we can get it to work, of course. I do quite like... There is a soft cap on these. It's going to give them just that little bit of extra punch with their high explosives shells, which they're going to need. Let's give them good turrets, because they turn a lot. Enhanced reload. Rangefinder hydrophones. Pretty fancy kit. And then we just need some armor. So So, let's go... I mean, the decks don't really need much. We're not going to be able to stop an AP shell. We just want to stop HE, so... yeah, 0.5 on the belt and the superstructure. Let's go for 1 on the tower, 1 on the turret. Can't get a barbette. Can we make them 40 caliber guns? Yes, we can. And we have spare displacement. Can we go for a full inch of armor on the main belt? No, 0.7. Well, we'll just max it. Ooh. It does have standard bulk kits, of course, but it's a destroyer, so I'm not super sad about that. It also has almost no range to it. Again, a bit of a compromise, but again, setting these up for the future, this will make them pretty tanky against other destroyers, anyway, because they'll need something bigger than a 5-inch soft-capped HE shell to go through them, which most destroyers are not going to have. Okay, they might have the cap ballistics, and then they will be able to, but only at very, very close range. Standard bulk is not a huge issue, because, I mean, it's a destroyer. If it gets shot, it's probably going to sink anyway. And, yeah, it's a nice little ship. How does it compare to an endurance? Half the price. Well, not quite, but more or less. And, yeah, these should do very well. We need a bunch of these. There's also a bunch of name ships to do. So, yeah, I'm going to get doing that, and I'll show you the ship list. Right, there we are. A bunch of destroyers under construction. They'll take about 7 months to finish, which is really good. Given they're going to be 7 months, I'm trying to build more of these endurance class. We actually have a bunch of them now. I think I will fill up the capacity with just some more of those, and then I'll consider the class kind of done, because we just need ships out there, and it takes a while. Oh, that's not right. 91 minus 42 divided by 8. 6. Yeah, we could get 6 more of them. Okay, because they're not going to take a huge amount of time longer yet. They take a year. So that will mean that in a year we can swap from small ships to capital ships, and we can start building some more Battlecruisers. Which one's going to get invalidated first? But yeah, we can start building new dreadnoughts, start building some more Battlecruisers, and increasing the size of the fleet. Although, my money. Welcome back. It's a few, I mean, it might even be over a year later. I'm going to show you all the territory we've taken. But despite never having a single battle, we have a peace deal, which I did push for because I've had enough. So we've only got 400 million in the deal. However, it is going to allow me to pick some stuff up, like the Pitcairn, that one. We could take Sarawak. Cayman Islands, maybe. Now that would give us exposure to the Caribbean, and we're not quite ready for that. And so we've got a bunch of battleships. Look at all this stuff that I never got to fight. So boring of you, Britain. Right, there we go. So we get those 3 islands. So let's have a look at the new Austrian Empire. Oh, we get a new dreadnought. No. So we have most, if not all of North Africa. which then extends down this way through Sudan and Ethiopia to East Africa. We have fairly sizable holdings in South Africa, the Indian Ocean, Australia, and New Zealand. And the British bits of the Pacific have become independent in the main, as far as I can tell. So, yeah, looking pretty good for us in the east. We also got Oman and the British territories in the Persian Gulf. And Britain has a bit of a China problem because the People's Republic of China, because they're now communist, are on the move. So we could see the communists kind of sweep down this way, which could be very spicy indeed. Yeah. It's certainly interesting. Britain has reclaimed Wales as well. So that's going on. Their economy has been trashed. Like, utterly trashed. But we're doing pretty well. But it looks like we're going to be at war with France very, very soon. So I think I'm going to end the episode here. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.